Dear student, I want to tell about the what is the revenue, what is the profit, what is the break even analysis. I want to describe in brief. I think it is very useful for you. Firstly, I want to describe mm, what is revenue. Firstly, I want to describe price. Price. Price is equal to C minus M into D. Here M is slope, D is demand, and C is constant. Like let us study in graph. This is price axis, it means cost, and this is demand. Yeah, clear. So I may uh, draw this graph. In this graph you can easily understand if we increase the price then demand is increasing. It means that if we increase the price and demand is decreases, and we increase, if we want to increase the demand then price is decreases. So it is very clear graph and very clear indication how. Now we want to say what is the price. So it is a constant C. It is C. There slope M. Then I want to describe the revenue. Revenue. Revenue is equal to price into demand. P stand for price and D stand for demand. Now price, we know that C minus MD into demand. Now this is revenue. If we want then if we want to know the demand where in which the revenue is maximum, so I apply the differentiation rule. It's called revenue. Then dr upon dd is equal to 0. Okay, then revenue is equal to C minus MD into D by demand is equal to D CD minus MD square into differentiation of like that, it's equal to 0. Then this differentiation is C minus 2MD is equal to 0. Then demand is equal to C by 2M. These are the demand in which the maximum revenue may occur. So I want to describe in the graph. And here is cost, here is demand. Okay, this is revenue graph. Revenue graph is equal to CD minus MD square, and here is maximum demand. Here the maximum revenue in this demand. This demand is equal to C by 2M, and here is maximum revenue may occur. I think you understand what is the revenue, what is the demand, how the demand, what is the demand in which maximum revenue will occur. Now I want to describe what is the, firstly determine the cost. Cost are two types: fixed cost and variable cost. Fixed cost is those costs in which they always fixed. They don't depend on the demand. Variable cost is depend on the demand. So I draw the graph. Cost, demand. We always take x-axis on the demand and y-axis is the cost. So if we draw the fixed cost, then fixed cost, in this cost there is independent of the demand. It can, it neither increase nor decrease in the demand. Now we want to draw fixed cost, variable cost, sorry, variable cost, it means increase the demand, then cost is increases. Now we draw the total cost is equal to fixed cost plus variable cost. Here it is total cost. It means that we always join fixed cost plus variable cost, you obtain easily total cost. So now what is profit? Profit is equal to total revenue minus total cost. Total revenue I want to describe in previous notes. Revenue is equal to CD minus MDA square. CD minus MDA square. Now total cost, fixed cost plus variable cost. Okay, then it is a CD minus MDA square, fixed cost minus variable cost is equal to, we can say that V number of the unit and to the demand, the variable unit and demand. Okay, then it is the profit. Now we want to obtain in the demand in which maximum profit will occur. So we will differentiate, we will do differentiate. So D profit upon D demand is equal to 0. Okay, then D profit CD minus MDA square minus fixed cost minus variable cost is equal to 0. Demand, then C minus 2M D, this is a 0, it is a constant, and this is variable cost V is equal to 0. Now we determine D is equal to C minus V by 2M. Here this demand gives maximum profit, here this demand gives maximum revenue. So we want to describe in the graph. Yeah, I want to draw here only. This is a cost, this is a demand. Okay, this is a fixed cost, variable cost, sorry, this is a fixed cost. Now we draw revenue in, we want to draw revenue here, so I draw same revenue in this graph. Here it is a total cost. So I give as observe easily, here total cost is more than revenue, and here the revenue is more than total cost, here total cost is more than revenue. So here it is a loss region, first, second and third. First is equal to loss because total cost is more than revenue. So profit is equal to revenue minus cost. Here the opposition will occur. So I can say that it is the loss region, second is profit region, And third is also loss region, because here total cost is more than revenue. Loss. Thank you, guy.